Hello. So, I have 2 tests tomorrow before I'm free and I can go hang out with Backseat on Valentine's Day. And I was studying, and I thought I was doing really good and getting lots of studying done, but I just realized I still have a lot of OChem to do left for lecture. So I'm really sad. So I decided to make this video now because my roommates aren't here and it might make me feel happier. And I might forget if I wait any longer. So, yesterday, in cell bio, Tom was sitting next to me, Tom Hester, yes, and he says, well, at first he asked if my psychology teacher was hot, and I was like, I don't know, and then he was talking about MILFs, or no, TILFs, teachers he would like to, and then he said, I have this story, but I'm trying to figure out if it's appropriate, and I was like, okay. And he's like, so I ran into my lady friend the other day who's an exotic dancer. And then we laughed about that for a little bit, and he was like, I kind of forgot where I was going with it. And I was like, that could be the story right there. I ran into my lady friend who's an exotic dancer, period. But he went on to say that she now has a child, and he was like, man, I was worried that it was mine for a little bit, and I was just like, oh no, Tom Hester, so much Tom Hester right now, I can't deal with this. And then he's like, yeah, so she's definitely a MILF. He's like, oh yeah, that's where I was getting at. That's a MILF. And then I asked if he thought our genetics teacher from last semester was hot, and he was like, oh yeah, so hot. Especially when she had her brown hair, and I was like, but didn't you hate her? And he was like, yeah, we'd have like the hottest hate sex. Like, I'd be having sex with her and like strangling her at the same time. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like so much Tom Hester right now, I can't even deal with it. Like, So, Tom Hester is a very interesting person, which is why I've dedicated this entire video to talking about him. So I really hope that he doesn't ever YouTube search his name and find this really creepy video where I discuss him in great detail. But it's funny because he kind of reminds me of David Thorpe, but I don't hate him. I mean, a lot of that's probably due to the fact that he's really attractive, but also, like, he's kind of arrogant, but I don't know, I just don't find him as obnoxious, but he kind of is a little bit, but it's funny, plus he helped me, so, and I help him, because I'm smart enough to help Tom Hester get good grades. I don't know, like in our OChem test quizzes every Friday, he's like, I have to be first, I have to finish the test first, it's just my thing, and I was like, okay, and he's like, but if I slow down, I get more questions right, but, I mean, he gets pretty good grades anyways, but I was just like, you make no sense to me, but that's fine. And, as I told Caitlin, I asked him what his favorite movie was, and he was like, I don't really have a favorite movie, and he was like, we should do something outside of OChem sometime, and I was like, do you even do anything for fun? And he was like, I like to sit in the dark and listen to music and drink coffee. And I was like, alright, Tom, alright. More about Tom. Then he started talking about all of his crazy ex-girlfriends in the beginning of cell bio class. See, I was trying to study for my psychology test, which was next. I have cell bio 305, and then till 4:20, and then psychology from 4:45 to 7:20, and we had a test that day, and I hadn't studied really at all. Like, I studied the night before, but I need to study some more. So I was, like, trying to review my notes before cell bio started, and Tom was starting to talk about his exes, and I guess he's had, like, a bunch of crazy ex-girlfriends, but then in between ex-girlfriends, he just coituses with exotic dancers, apparently. Which is, like, I'm actually a little bit impressed by that, but it's funny because you would think of that for someone who's older, like 21 and over. He is 19. He's a legend. Actually, I think he might have just turned 20, but still, he can't even drink yet, and he's having sex with strippers. Like, what? He needs an award or something, I don't know. So, yeah, him, and, I don't know. I'm almost out of time. Okay, well, that was all about Tom Hester, and, I have 2 quizzes tomorrow, or tests, and I'm really excited to see Backseat and go to the Lego movie, and of course to visit with G-Wash, because I actually really do miss her a lot, Gracie. G-Unit, G-Wash. Oh shit, I'm over time. Okay, bye.